Mr. Eggplant presents.
Hey guys, Tyler here, and thank you for checking out this video. And this is going to be version 2.0 of this video, just because I just came back from the beginning of the second week of Raid, and man, do we need to put Sentinel Watch in our build, because these fights are going fast and furious, and you want to get as many true shots out during those abridged fights as possible. I can't really believe that we're already getting enough gear to where, you know, damage is coming very fast and furious. And this is a viewer requested video, so if there are videos that you guys would like to see here on my channel, please leave me a comment down below. Check out one of my live streams, leave me feedback. I really appreciate it when you guys do that. They're all going to be Sentinel flavored, and there will be some options to play Dark Ranger as well on some pure single target encounters, but I'm going to save all of the Dark Ranger stuff till 11.05 when we could really enjoy it in all its glory. And I will put each of the build strings down in the description of the video if you guys would like to check those out and plug and chug and see for yourself. If I don't die in fights, I'm getting usually like a 95% parse with these builds, so I'm definitely getting some good value. So let's start off with the first one, which is going to be for Ulgrax, which is going to be a single target hybrid build. And you're going to hear me say that a lot. So it's going to be a single target cleave build with multi-shot and volley, and then also with Sentinel Watch. So you're going to move these points around here, and Sentinel Watch is just because these fights are going really fast, so you want to have potentially one extra true shot during the entire encounter. And then it's going to be a straight single target fight here, and then it's going to have your trick shots, multi-shot, and volley, and that's just going to help you cleave down those adds while you're trying to get the boss back into phase 1. And then I will put, like I said, all of the strings to this down in the description of the video. They should be near the top and also in the pinned comment. And then looking at the second build, so this was the first build for the first boss. The second build for the Bloodbound Horror is exactly the same. So you do want to make sure and just run with some good cleave, because there are intermittent cleaving capabilities in a lot of these dungeons. This is going to be for the adds going into the downstairs phase, if you will. I'm going to run with Sentinel Watch in almost every one of these builds. In fact, I think I probably will, just because if you can get an extra true shot out, it's totally worth it, because these bosses are not staying in that 20% health for very long, even into heroic. And then moving to boss number 3, which is going to be Sikran, which is our first pure single target encounter. And this could be one of those fights where you happen to run Dark Ranger, but I am going to opt to continue to play Sentinel. But for this one, you're going to go ahead and remove all of your AoE talents, and you're going to put those over here on the left side of the tree. I am now running Steady Focus. I know, I'm sorry. I don't want to, but it's not so bad, and as long as you're not focusing and like killing yourself trying to keep that uptime high, and you're sitting right around 50-60%, you're still getting a ton of good value, because we are casting that a lot more right now until 11.05, when we do get a lot more quality of life value for it. But in the meantime, I'll go ahead and run it even in AoE. And then this would be what the build would look like for Sikran. It would have Sentinel Watch in that as well. And then this would be the same one for the Nexus-Princess as well. So they are both the only two pure single target encounters we have here in Raid. 2 of 8 isn't bad, right? And then we're going to move over to Rasha'nan, which is a single target volley cleave build, the same as our last build, except for the fact that I'm not going to run multi-shot or trick shots, because the adds on that fight die so fast, it's really not worth it. I would barely have volley, but basically I want to save volley for whenever the adds come out, and you're just going to be cleaving off of the boss. So here we're going to move those abilities, going to move one of those into volley there, and then you have those 2 points left to spend. I'm going to go ahead and put them back over here in Death Blow and Killer Accuracy, but this is just a very strong single target build with a little bit of AoE basically every 45 seconds. You just want to be able to delay that volley so you know you'll hit adds every time with it. You can use it on pull and then save it until adds come out next. You drop it on the adds, and then you just cleave off the boss and get some really good damage there. And then moving over to the Broodtwister encounter, that is going to be the only pure AoE fight that we have. So this is a build that you can run with that Mythic Plus build. So I'm going to go ahead and remove those points there. I'm going to put one in multi-shot and trick shots. And then I'm going to go ahead and move these points over here as well into 2 points in focused aim, small game hunter, and I always forget that last point. There we go, in salvo. And then I do have that Sentinel Watch on this one, and then you want to run Overwatch. This is one of the few that you really do want to get that Overwatch point in there, just because you're going to be having ads almost constantly after you start spawning those eggs. It's a good opportunity to cleave and do some good damage, because those ads do have to die after all. So this would be the build for that pure AoE fight. We already talked about the Nexus-Princess. It's going to be a single target build, much like the Sikran build. And then looking at our Silken Court, and that we're going to go back to a single target cleave build. Oh, don't get ahead of myself, me. Keep your points in your trick shots and multi-shot. You'll keep your point in volley, and then you're going to put the rest of the points in the single target aspect of our tree with that Legacy of the Windrunners, Wailing Arrow, and Readiness. And then I am going to go ahead and move this back to Crescent Steel, since you're going to be on the bosses for the most part until the little ads come out. And then after that, you really don't have to worry about it too much. This here is a perfect build for the Silken Court. You can also do a complete AoE build if you wanted to. You probably wouldn't get as good of single target damage, but you're still going to get some really good value there. And then finally, we're looking at the Queen herself. And here we are. So this is going to be pretty much the same build for both the Queen Ansurek and the Silken Court, but overall there's not too much changes, and you're going to get into a really good rhythm very, very quickly, because I'm really enjoying Raid. I don't want to say it's easy, but we definitely saw a huge jump in damage thanks to Delves. It's a great way to get some gear, and by the way, I do have a ton of Delve content on my channel if you guys would like to check that out. And then be sure and subscribe to me here on YouTube, and follow me over at Twitch at twitch.tv/Mr. Eggplant. I'm excited to share more content with you guys, but please, again, leave me feedback. Let me know what you guys would like to see here on my channel. Thank you for watching. Best of luck in Raid, and I'll see you next time.